This is your guide to the bottom dollar barrel enforcement business in GTA Online. I took a few days to research into this business. Everything you know about it, I've gathered into one video. This is the full breakdown, how much money you'll be making per hour. Is it good? Is it worth it? Let's find out. Let's go into this business. If you guys like this video, leave a like. Let me know if you want more of these. This business is not that good, but it might just be underrated. So getting into buying the bottom dollar barrel enforcement agency, the best locations and how much it costs. So the cheapest one you're looking at is all the way up here in Paleto Bay, which I would not get, even though it is the cheapest one. I would skip out on this one, $1.6 million, and that is as much as it costs. Don't have to choose any of the options. Buy $1.6 million for the cheapest location. But the most expensive one up here in downtown Vinewood, $4.6 million, which is crazy. For all the upgrades too. Now, a good in between might be Del Piero, maybe even over here at Mission Row, which is one you saw in the trailer. Or even down here, Davis is pretty good, even though it's the lowest one. It's right on the main road of the highway, and it's still in a pretty good location. So really, any one of these in the city are good. I choose a second. I choose about the third cheapest option here, $2.3 million for Del Piero location. And now let's go through the upgrades. So you have the agents. These will get you AFK money. We will be breaking this down, but $1.5 million, that is a lot. Now, if you don't have that money, I would just skip on it because I'll be explaining and breaking that how the agents will work for you guys soon. But I would skip on this if you don't want to spend the money. You don't have to get that at all. Personal quarters just allows you to spawn in here, which you don't really have any use for that either because you don't have to switch sessions to spawn in here like I always say for other businesses. Switch sessions, fast travel to your business, but you don't really have to do that with this one. Gun locker, I don't know why we have this upgrade. Armor plating, I would get this because sometimes you do have to use this vehicle and armor plating is just a good quality of life and it's cheap too, $125,000. And really, realistically, you're looking at $3.9 million. I gotta go on. You guys already know, so let's go in this. Style. We have a few different options. Let's go with all the most expensive ones to show you guys how expensive we could get. So we're gonna get 2 agents. Personal quarters, you guys know what that does. Gun locker, okay. Just another way to make you spend money. Probably skip out in the gun locker. But we also have armor plating for the van. Only $125,000. That is a very good deal for the armor plating. Just get that just because it's so cheap. $4.8 million. Okay, let's go. Now coming into the business, here you have your agents. Behind you have the cell where you lock up the bad guys. Here you have the girl, Jeanette. The myth, the legend, Jeanette. What a legend. Jeanette! Here you have some free snacks, so you don't have to go to Simeon's anymore for free snacks. You just get right here. Which is also maybe another reason to get the personal quarters because you just fast travel here and get some free snacks. And behind you, you do have the safe where you get the AFK money from the agents if you do choose to hire them. $26,000, it's okay money. Realistically, you're looking at $18,000 per in-game day for the safe. But here is where all the action happens. So getting into the bounties. You have 2 different types of bounties. Normal bounties and most wanted bounties. So normal bounties pay from a range of $35,000 to $40,000, and most wanted bounties pay in the higher range of $100,000 to $130,000. But this is still new, so maybe they might have some secret ones where they get paid $200,000. So we're only in day 4 of this DLC, and this is the range I've been. I've been from 125 from the lowest to 130 to the highest. So they might have some more rare ones where you get paid $200,000. So we still don't know the full details yet of how much exactly you get paid. But I took 4 days going in depth into this business and this is what I have researched. And there are different variants of NPCs, each with their own mission too. The normal bounties will be randomized with all the missions and different activities that happen, and the most wanted bounties will each be its own contact mission style where you go load up into a different mission session and then go collect them. So getting into the normal bounty missions, when you start them up, there will be free mode missions. And you have to go to the locations, and sometimes there are different variants. So the one I had to in this clip you're seeing here, go to this location, take out the Duggins, and break into the nightclub and find the Duggan. But the first one I've ever done, we have to go and find some clues to then find this group of people and take them out and then find the bounty. So there are a few different variations, but all of them should be a similar layout where you have to go to a location, get some clues or take some guys out, and then go to another little location and then find the actual bounty. And then you will throw them into the van. And now this is why I said it's good to have the armor on the van, because you will usually be using the van for every single mission you use in this DLC. So just get the armor. It's not that much money to get the armor for the van, and that will help you in long run. Even for the smallest things where you might be one shot, it might help you. So just bring them back, and sometimes you will get ones all the way up north. You can switch sessions and choose a different bounty if that happens. It doesn't punish you at all. You can start one up immediately after you switch session. So if you get one up north, just know that you're going to have to drive down in that van, and that might take 10 minutes. That happened to me a few times. So just know that if you don't want to waste all that time, you can switch sessions. Then you will throw them into the cell when you come back. And then he'll be talking trash behind the cell bars, but you know, you got him. And then there will be a 48-minute cooldown until you can capture them again. They will change out after 48 minutes, but you have 48-minute cooldown on number 2 you see I did right here. So you can still do these two. There's no cooldown on these two guys, but you do have a cooldown on this. So you can complete all 3 under 48 minutes, which is 1 in-game day after they reset. So under 48 minutes, you can't complete all 3. Then you will actually have to wait and you cannot complete another one. But you shouldn't really have that problem. They are pretty fast missions, but you should only have to wait about 10 minutes if you do complete all 3 back to back. So that's really no big deal. You can really do these all back to back. Just do like a CEO mission between each one and you'll be completely fine. And they will be thrown out after 48 minutes. Now, I guess the little downside is that you do not get paid instantly. You do have to wait the 1 in-game day to process the bounty. Once he does get thrown out, you will be paid and you will get a notification of getting paid. And yeah, look at it back there. But a little confusing on the payouts for this DLC, but that is why I'm explaining it to you guys. It's actually pretty simple. So you will get paid after 48 minutes. Now, on to the most wanted bounties. Now, this only switches out 1 real-life day. So once you complete this, you have to wait 24 hours, well, or at least at 5 AM the next day to complete another one. There are different variations with different pay and different missions for each most wanted bounty you have. So you have most wanted Garcia, Song, Liberman, Whitney, which is the one I'm showcasing right here, O'Neill, and Thompson. So launching the mission puts you into a contact mission. In the mission, you have to go search for the bounty, then you have 2 choices: bringing them back alive or eliminating the bounty. If you eliminate them, you will have to drop them off to a coroner's office, or if you take them alive, bring them back to Jeanette and her agency. Bringing them back will give you the full payout, while eliminating them will only pay you like 1/4 of the total, or $30,000. After that, you have to wait 1 in real life day until you can start one again. Now, there are a few different versions of these missions with each bounty, so I know one of them was to go intercept the convoy, and then this guy comes out in ballistic armor and you have to take him down. That was a really fun one. Or Whitney was where you have to go to her art gallery and you do have and take her out, and for some of these you do have optional side quests. So with Whitney and the art gallery, you could steal one of the paintings to get a little extra payout. Now, I think it's really not that much money, but it's a fun little side quest you have an option to do. And in the future, we might get some double money stuff with that, or special events where you have to steal some special objects from some of these missions. And look, we just got paid for our bounty live on stream. And I did end up getting that bonus for the painting. So it was 129,000 for the bounty, but I got 30,000 on top of it. So it only takes about 5 minutes to actually complete and process the payment for your bounty mission. You don't get paid at the end of the mission, you will get paid after, but only takes about 5 minutes, and I was just standing in here the whole time, so it really doesn't take long at all. Just stay a little bit while after you complete the mission to get your payment. But yeah, to compare this with something, I would say compare it with the time trial. It's not as fast as time trial or as easy as time trial, but it is pretty fun missions and it pays about the same. A little more than the regular time trials, a little less than Hospital Works time trial. So really just do this once per day with the time trials, with all the other time trials, with some other bonus daily objectives. You're looking at, this is pretty fine money for the amount of time it takes to complete. And only once per day, I would say this might be kind of underrated as a business goes. You're not going to be doing this for the amount of money per hour, but if you just put 15 minutes per day towards doing this, that's pretty decent, especially when it does become double money, which I'm certain it will because the pay isn't that good anyways. So I'm certain it will be double money because that's like $200,000 per day. And Rockstar, they don't really care if it's $200,000 per day, right? Because we have how special works time trials. So really, this is a great thing to do every day. Now those were the two main bounties, but we have one more, the agents. This business has an AFK money making part to it. You can buy 2 agents to work for your business. Both agents will cost $1.5 million total, but they don't even work automatically, which really sucks. In order to get them to actually work, you have to go up to them and press right on the D-pad for them to go out and hunt bounties. And only then will they start working for you and start making money. So it's not like you can log on and they're all making money in the background. You have to actually visit your business every in-game day and tell them to go out and find a bounty. And each agent takes 48 minutes to complete a bounty, and of course you can activate them at the same time. So each agent's bounty will be around $8,000 to $10,000, both totaling around $20,000 at the most I've seen personally. And when they do come back to you, you can activate them immediately after, so there is no cooldown on them except for the 48 minutes they take to actually complete finding a bounty for you. So really it's just a thing to make you come back to your business and check up on stuff. But the agents probably skip out on that. It's not needed at all, and it'll take forever to actually make your $1.5 million back from just doing the agents alone. So if an upgrade doesn't make you money back, probably skip out on that upgrade. So the agents, I would say skip out on it unless you actually plan on completing everything with this DLC, all the rewards, all the career progress. So unless you care about that, skip out on the agents. So total per hour on the agents on average is about $24,000 on average per hour because of the extra 20 minutes they have at the end of the 48 minutes cooldown. So if you're actually on top of them and reassign them to work after they complete it, it'll be about $24,000 per hour on average for both of them. Also depending on your luck on how much each bounty they collect are worth. Now to the last part, dispatch work. Dispatch work isn't directly related to the bail enforcement business, but it is a little side business included with this DLC, and I just wanted to complete this whole video with like a whole breakdown of the businesses of this DLC. So first, you have to own a police car to start this, so there is a little paywall if you don't own one already. I don't know who doesn't own one already. They are expensive, but just know you do have to own a police car already. It can be anyone, so if you just want to complete these, get the cheapest police car you have, and you don't even have to use a police car with these missions. You don't have to use a police car at all, so buy the cheapest one if you just want to get into this little side business, and just use the press mark 2 for the rest of the mission. So inside of the police car, press down on the right stick on controller, and Vincent will call you, letting you know that there is something going on in the city. Or if you sit in the police car still long enough, he will just randomly pop in and say, hey, there's some work available, do you want to go do it? Then he will give you a mission to do called dispatch work. Each mission takes about only 5 minutes to do at most, depending on how far you have to drive. And each mission pays $25,000 exactly, no matter how long you take, no matter how much it is. It's only $25,000, which is pretty decent to be honest, because really it only should take 5 minutes at most for you to complete. And the cooldown is 5 minutes between dispatch missions, so completing the missions will give you about $250,000 per hour back to back, because you do have to spend 5 minutes and then a 5-minute cooldown, so really you can only complete 5 per hour at most of these dispatch missions, so that's pretty okay money if you're just doing it on the side. And then completing all of these is how you unlock the trade price for the new police vehicles. You have to complete 5 for the Greenwood, complete repossession for the new Dorado, which I think is the best police vehicle in this whole DLC, Dorado. There's not that many actually good police vehicles, like supercars, that we thought would come with this DLC, but I'm not complaining that we're getting a new police vehicle, you know? So dispatch work, you also have some career progress rewards with that and some Digital Online medals for doing the dispatch work missions. So it is a nice little side mission, and I guaranteed they will be doing double money or maybe even triple money on the dispatch missions. I would say triple money is a possibility with the dispatch missions. And if I'm being honest, dispatch work is probably better at making you money than the actual bounty missions. So to end off this video, is this business worth it? Should you buy it? If you're getting the most expensive one, $4.6 million to buy it, it's very expensive, one of the most expensive businesses in the whole game. And the pay just isn't there. At least if you're just doing a normal payout, the pay is not there. I do expect 100% double money to be coming for all the bounties, maybe even the agents, especially dispatch work. I do expect a lot of bonuses to be coming soon for this DLC. Maybe even this Thursday, because it's a new event week this Thursday. Maybe we'll be getting bonus with this DLC, which is very much needed for how the pay is right now. But I don't think this business is worth it, especially because you have Kyle Perico, you have the agency. This business, I just can't say it is a buy. It's a little summer DLC that we get to hold us until the winter DLC, micro DLC. Are we all sheep for micro DLC like me? But even more GTA 6 news coming out soon. I think it's just a little DLC to hold us over, but the missions for at least the first or second time, it's fun missions, fun gameplay. But after that, the replayability, I've only completed about each mission 5 times already, and the replayability is not there. So this business, I would say it is a big pass, but the money is better than a lot of people are saying. The money is not that bad as a lot of people are saying. So maybe it is actually underrated, but we'll just have to wait for double money because then it will actually be worth it. And yeah, this was your guide to the Bottom Dollar Bounty Agency. Let's go save money here, and I'll see you guys in whatever video I make next.
Proud